Hello, fellow gamers. This is Apache Kid, and we are discussing State 764 and it just being in its first week. There's a lot of talk about the NAP, so I thought I'd go over NAP really quick for everyone. All right, so when alliances form, there is a ranking system, and that ranking system can be found inside your settings under rankings. Alliance power ranking is where you want to look. Now, there are hundreds, 200 alliances, maybe even more when the server starts. And you quickly see how people come together and they start to grow. And the ones that have really good growth, they rise to the top quickly. So in our state, 764 War, the War Commanders, are ranked number 1. ICE ranked number 2. I1R is ranked number 3, and currently GXP, the pack, we are ranked 10th. It's taken a lot of work for us to get to where we are. This morning, when I woke up, GXP had been annihilated by one of the higher ranking alliances. At that time, we were ranked 25th, and NAP really hadn't been established server-wide. So really, it was just an annihilation of players. Zeroing castles, just disbanded us completely away from our current AC building. It was horrid. So I jumped on PC and I started talking to everybody, trying to get an understanding of what the state's NAP was. We ended up merging. We merged with SGE and became GXP with 70 people capable. We are now ranked, like I said, 10th, and we are up to 9.2 million in power. Now, the thing about NAP is you have to know how to look and see if someone is NAP, if you're going to attack. So let's say you're out here in the map and you're just, jumping through and you come across a castle. This guy, he doesn't have any brackets before his name. He's not in an alliance. He falls outside of NAP. Go ahead and attack him. Now this guy right here, this one is UWB. He's got a C7 castle. Doesn't look like he's that big of a deal. I can attack him. But you don't know if UWB is actually in the NAP and if he's ranked unless you go look. So you can click on his castle. You can go to information. If you go and hit this little search button, it pulls up this View Alliance information. 3.7 million isn't that great of a ranking in our state right now. So I'm going to guess they're not ranked, but I'm also going to go into my settings. I'm going to go to rankings. I'm going to go in Alliance Power, and I'm going to look. Okay, 20. 20 is Fierce North. They're at 5.6. So they were at 3 point something. They were well below NAP 20. Now, what NAP 20 means is that every single person from 1 to 20 will not attack each other. Now, if you're 21, well, anybody in the NAP 20 will and can attack you. And you can, of course, try and attack the ones above you. But it's better to want to merge. So I'll get into merging here in a second. But that is NAP 20. And how the alliances have an agreement not to attack one another. Now, that NAP will always be changing, so you need to ask your R5 or ask the leader of your alliance to talk to the state leadership and find out what the current NAP is. You can always just jump over to the PC, which is the province channel, and ask, what's the current NAP? Most people that are knowledgeable will tell you what the current NAP is. So that's my 5 minutes, or just under my 5 minutes for NAP, and understand it because you do not want to be attacking alliances that are in NAP. That leads to NAP violations. And what NAP violations is when someone is going and breaking the NAP. So breaking the NAP means that you're attacking farms. That's a big no-no. So do not attack anybody with the farm name. Or even an F1, because normally an F1, F2, F3, F4 is a series of accounts that people are using as their farms. So you do not want to attack that, and you do not want to ignore people trying to get a hold of you if you are actually attacking someone. If you happen to issue an attack and you just are off and about doing your own thing, and someone is in NAP and they're trying to get a hold of you and you're not paying attention, well, what will happen is the escalation will go from them sending you an email, which basically your email is located under right here, and you will receive an email directly. Now, when you receive that email, it will be like, hey, stop, I'm in NAP, you're attacking me, you're breaking NAP. That means you need to cease and desist. So when you are attacking, you have the option to recall your troops, so please do that. Or if you can't recall them for any reason, you want to then message the person that you're attacking and be like, sorry, I can't stop it. If you would like to attack me back and recover your resources, that's an acceptable apology. And that's what you want to do, is apologize for breaking NAP. You want to be responsible for your actions. If you don't respond, and you are the one being attacked, go to the person's R5. So if you click on the castle that's attacking you, go to their info, click that search button right here, Contact Master. That Contact Master lets you contact that R5 directly. If that R5 is doing their job, they will rein in. Now, if you can't get a hold of that R5, they're not responding, go down from the Contact Master, go into Allies, go into the R4 section and contact any one of these R4s, because they are as responsible for the alliance conforming to NAP as the R5. So hopefully you can get resolution in NAP violations from that. And again, NAP is very clear. Once it's established, do not attack those rankings. If you're within that ranking, respect NAP. If you're outside that ranking, I would suggest that you shield as often as possible and work on growing as fast as possible. And if you can't reach your alliance up to the top 20 quickly, I would highly suggest you consider merging up into different alliances. Now, there are a couple different types of alliances. And what that means is that there's only one way to create an alliance, yes, but once that alliance is created, you're either going to be a main group of castles that are competing in Clash of Provinces, in ROC, in Eden, or you're going to be in a subordinate alliance that supports a main alliance. So, like for example, GXP, the pack, we are a bunch of main players. These are our main castles. They are what we work on every day, and they are what we are using to build command centers, sentry towers. It's what we're donating to. It is our main function to be as powerful as we can in this alliance. Now, going from this main alliance, we also have GXP, our lower farm account. And what that alliance is basically, let me switch over to it. So I have a farm. I have created that farm so I can have resources for my main account. If you have a main account and you have a farm account, they cannot be in the same alliance. You have to have a separate alliance, or that farm isn't an alliance, but you want to have it in alliance so the farm can continue to grow. So we've created GXP, same with our other GXP, just different intonation or different initial capitalization, lowercase, stuff like that. But what I'm getting at is the farm is our place to put all of our farms, so we have a farm alliance. Now, as we grow and all alliances grow, they end up peaking at 100 people. So right now, the farm alliance is at 60. Our main alliance is at 70. When they are maxed out, they max out at 100 people. So once an alliance hits 100 in their count, you either kick out the low bees and bring in the newbies, or you create an academy. It's another alliance where people that are still learning to play and still lower in power need to go and still be protected by our NAP 20 in our main alliance. So our academy becomes automatically protected by our position in the top 20. That is the three types of alliances that end up being formed as the state develops. You'll have one primary alliance, and you'll have, like I said, subordinates of it: the farm account, the alliance account, or the academy account. And then from there, you can have multiple academies, multiple farm alliances, but they all fall under the main hierarchy of the main alliance. Okay? So, with that being said, the last thing I want to go over is merging. So, merging is all about finding a relationship that works for your people that helps you gain rank. I was lucky to connect with Sage. Sage is the current R5 of GXP, and GXP, our main alliance, was, I believe they were originally 16th or 14th in rank when they contacted us when we were at 25. And they made an offer. You know, me being a new R5 in this new state, I wanted to give it a little bit until this morning's decimation came from the 6th ranked alliance. It made sense for us to get better protected. So I reached out to Sage. Sage and I agreed. We brought in our strongest people. We didn't do a traditional merge, which is basically where you abdicate to the stronger alliance through a letter of resignation. Basically, you give them a letter of abdication, and they accept you in. So you'd have to kick out however many people needed to kick out of your alliance, have that many people to merge into the alliance with enough positions for your alliance to fill it, and then that old alliance, the one that you are advocating with, will disappear and be no more. So that's a traditional merge versus transferring. Transferring allows you to exit your or quit your current alliance and then join the new alliance. It's just kind of quitting and joining, quitting and joining, quitting and joining. Different alliances, you can do that all the time. It's not merging per se, but when you organize it with all of your people, where you have 10 or 15 or 20 people leaving one alliance, moving to the next, whether it's transferring or merging, you are forming a new, stronger alliance with a new team atmosphere. It's good. Just make sure it meshes with your style of play. One of the things I've noticed is that they're different time zones. So if you're on the Western Hemisphere versus the Eastern Hemisphere, those playing times make the difference. As you go into ROC, you'll start to see a major shift between when people play and which alliance they align with that play at that time. So ROC is a big time that shifts, but for right now, when the servers are starting up, when you're just getting out there to go against Clash of Province, the timing doesn't matter because it's really individually ranked skills, and your alliance is growing and growing and growing, and you have NAP protecting you and stuff like that. You do want to be strong in the NAP, and you do want to progress your alliance up the rankings, but until ROC, you won't see the kind of shifts and the kind of merges that you will see before and after the first Reign of Chaos. All right, guys, that's as fast as I can go through NAP and as fast as I can go through the different alliances. I hope that information was helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Apache Kid, State 764. I'm always happy to answer any questions and help people grow. And, if you don't have NAP 20 protection, bubble up. Apache Kid out.